in or around that area. Let's bring in Joseph Tully. He's watching a lot of this. He's in San Francisco, criminal defense attorney. Joseph, you know, Julia is setting the table for us, basically saying that the state is using the same playbook they did with Charlie and on some levels with Catherine McBanois. What's your take on the way they are approaching this prosecution with now Donna?
So I would agree with that assessment, but I think that's how prosecutors do it. Usually prosecution, that arm of the law doesn't lend itself to creativity. They have a playbook, and it's more plotting than the defense side. It's more meticulous. It's more technical. And if they have something that works, if they have a blueprint that works, they will do the same thing over and over again. So I also agree that it's very, very similar, not a lot of differentiation among these trials, but it's what prosecutors do.
Do you get the feeling that there is a lot of Charlie and not enough Donna at this point for jurors that, you know, might be picking up on the fact that, well, boy, you're not really associating a lot of this with the defendant over here. We get that Charlie did it. Is that a problem? And do they need to now get to the Donna portion of their case before losing jurors, or having jurors become a little skeptical?
So let's go with away from the law, away from kind of common sense strategy, bring it down to more pure emotion, human emotion. So the prosecution is alleging a conspiracy theory here, right? So the more they make Charlie out to be a bad guy, well, whose son is he? Donna's. If they could get the jury angry at what happened to this victim here, getting executed in his own driveway, then all they have to do later is bring in and show the proof. It might be, Donna signed the check and that's all she did, but that's all they need in order to establish, her culpability here under a conspiracy theory, or what they're alleging here. So they haven't lost the jury yet. They might be just making the jury angry, and then when they bring in Donna at the end, that's all they need.
Yeah, good point. Building it, as long as they do have that finish, that pays it off, if you will. And Julia told us that they're expecting Inspector Hull here to go through just that, signing of the checks. And indeed, if that money trail does tie from Sigfredo Garcia to Donna, that's huge. Let's get a break. When we come back, we'll revisit a little bit of Wendy. We heard from her boyfriend this morning at the time did he incriminate her? Maybe a little bit. Let's revisit some of her testimony from yesterday as we wait for the attorneys to return to the courtroom in Tallahassee. Donna Adelson is facing charges of